Hey, I am Dave Seeger. I'm from Los Angeles, California, originally from Michigan. My age is 41. Wow, first time saying that out loud. Pronouns he, him, and occupation, video editor slash catch-all video job things. Historically, my hobbies have always been working on videos and doing video things. It became my job was to being a video editor, so really my hobbies have largely become these sort of games. Like I consider this doing these sort of games my hobby, my thing that's away from work stuff. Also just I love discovering new music, digging into digging deep into the annals of music history to find uncovered gems of songs and stuff. And then just the standard hanging out with friends. A big reason I wanted to play Ascendance is I feel like the chapter of my life that is online games is kind of in the rear view, and this world of live games is sort of just this uncharted territory. I've done a day game, of like a Survivor format, but I've never done a multi-day game, and so I'm very excited to see how that feels, I just wanted to play because it's such a unique and interesting format and something I haven't done before. Oh, of course I'm nervous about being a first, second, or third boot. Like all of those feel like a bummer. Like I think I'd be fine with it, but I'm obviously nervous about do I flop? Do I not make the social connections that I need to stick around? Do people just not like me? Am I not a likable person? I'm afraid of being confronted with that reality if I'm an early boot. So my strategy coming into this game, I think I've noticed as I've tried to wrap my head around the format, I've not watched much of season 3. I feel like early on people can either become too big of a target or become useless and get voted out. So my strategy is to make sure that I'm in that middle point. Like I feel like some of the best players or people who get to the end game of Ascendance are players who can be in that middle where they're not like a challenge threat or a strategic threat, but they're also not like there's someone you still feel like you can count on. So my strategy is to look for those connections, look for those opportunities to be available. Obviously I'm going to try at every challenge, but I think I'm going to allow myself to not seem like a strategic threat in any way. And I'm kind of not. I'm not a very strategic person. I think I can sell that. I have had villainous moves in my past. I've played games where I've made villainous turns, and a lot of that comes from, I think at a certain point your game meets selfish decisions, and selfish decisions are usually akin to being villainous. I think for me, I'm most comfortable feeling like I'm a heroic player. Like when I tell someone that I want to be rocking with them, I generally believe it. I'm not just gassing them up. Like I want to protect the people that I feel comfortable with. I want us to strengthen in being together. So I'm hoping I can play a heroic game. I think that's where my my alignment drifts. Like if your car's going one way or the other. Like occasionally I'm like, I gotta do a villainous thing here, but largely I think always I drift to the heroic side. What I'm hoping to take away from this game, and I feel like there's like an egotistical side of what I'm about to say, I hope I'm taking away some cool footage of me playing the game. Like I'm hoping that I'm in multiple episodes and I don't look like an idiot. But more so just the experience, whether I'm first boot or I make it to the end game, I think I'm already taking away interesting pieces of this experience, so I hope to take more of that. I hope to just gather all the nuggets of this very unique experience at every turn. I think you out there in the audience should root for me because one, I'm gonna have fun playing, so hopefully you'll have fun watching me. I'm gonna try not to get too paranoid or chaotic or sad. Two, I'm gonna do really good. You're gonna want to root for me early on because I'm gonna be doing great, and then you're gonna be like, I knew it all along. And number 3, I'm gonna have a really cool walkout shot for the intro, and you're gonna be able to, every time at the start of the episode, you're gonna be like, ah, ha, 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 and you're just gonna want to root for me after that.